Shake British Railway. Oh, you guys got a Baldwin. Sugar plantation. National Railway Museum. What is this one?
Right.
Yeah.
Stream started, by the way.
Okay.
And trains have just crashed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my birthday stream. I'm Ben. I'm joined with Alex at the moment.
Hello.
And trains has literally just crashed on me in the background. So, yay. Don't know what the hell happened there. So, let me just plug. You still there? Yep, okay. Just drop that into random. See if I can get some people to come over to the stream. How are you, Alex, anyway?
Yeah, good. Brush my teeth, you know. Probably gonna go to bed in 2 hours, maybe. Due to it's being 21:46 now here in Norway.
Oh, you're from Runaway?
Yeah? Haven't I told you that?
No.
Oh. I just like people to just guess that.
No. I think besides one other time, it's actually the first time we've actually sat down and spoke.
Yeah, we spoke that one time when you showed me around the route, which was nice.
Yeah, I'm just dropping it in a load of different servers at the moment. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should do.
So should I watch the stream from YouTube or?
What I will do is I will share screens with you so you can actually see what's going on, because there is a bit of a latency.
Yeah, it's not like 10 seconds.
Hello, Brian.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something like that, just so that there is a bit of a latency between the between what you see on my screen and what's actually uploaded onto YouTube.
Yeah, like the stream.
Yeah. So, for all those, I've got one like. I've got 3 viewers. Hello, to those 3 people.
One of them's are me. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yes, as I mentioned in the Ben's birthday stream, yes, today is actually my birthday. I turned 27 today. I've spent the day at the Statfold Barn Railway as a volunteer. I am a garden signalman on said railway. It is a narrow gauge railway in Staffordshire and runs mainly 2-foot gauge steam locomotives such as the K1 Garrett, Fiji, Harrogate, Alpha, Howard. Thank you, Jonathan. And we also have a Burton and Ashby tram on a 3-foot gauge line. It is also the home of the Hunslet Steam Locomotive Company. So we have lots of Hunslet locos, such as Lyasic, Statfold, which we built ourselves, Sybil Mary, Jack Lane, lots of different locos. We've got about 21 steam locomotives in steam. We're like the highest or the most locomotives in steam in one fleet in the UK.
So that's nice.
Yes, so I'm just having a muck about on trains today. And yes, Daniel, today is definitely my birthday. I turned 27. I was born all those
May
years.
I also ask,
Yes.
did you have cake or
there is cake downstairs to have with my fiance when she gets home from work, but otherwise, no, I have not had cake yet.
what type of cake?
Oh, just like a chocolate Swiss roll. from Lidl. But no, I've had a good day. So yeah, this is my pick a mix of a Sodal route. So I've got the main iOS route, and then everything else is just a load of different work by loads of different people. I volunteer on a railway, Daniel. However, from tomorrow, I start a new job for a railway company, doing contract work as track maintenance for places like Drax Power Station and Liverpool Docks. So that's going to be interesting. So as I don't know if you saw the little short I put up the other week, I now also have a brand new computer, which is what you're streaming off now, or what you're seeing now on screen. This is a very, very powerful computer. It's so powerful, in fact, that trainz here, let me just resume into Brendam, is running off ultra settings. So
That's pretty.
yeah, this is ultra settings. Gets a little bit laggy when I'm trying to put down lots of locos. However, I actually have every loco placed down in its home at this moment. So what we'll do, we'll start over here. We have, this is the siding from where Oliver goes into the well, and we have Clark. Don't ask me how I got Clark. I just did. He just appeared on my G drive one day. No, unfortunately, I do not work for the Tallyclin Railway. I would love to go work there, but I unfortunately don't. At this, oh, why have you done that?
Oh, what's happened now?
Um,
Turntable's messed up or something?
For some reason on this map, the sheds likes to turn itself around. So there we go. That's back in place now. And then I just need to rotate the doors around.
Reminds me of the problems that I had when I tried to use Trainz: A New Era with, was it Soda Island 3D map?
Yeah.
Or like the route. Because I remember that I couldn't turn the turntable, so then I practically just like gave up with like Trainz and Thomas. Like yeah.
Yeah.
But like, but if I ever gonna get like Trainz 19, maybe I would like do maybe some filming. I don't know. Maybe.
It takes a lot of work to get some of the older assets up and running, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the one thing, the other thing, like, that maybe, like, just gave up, was like, oh, how many, like, assets I'm missing?
Yeah, trains can be very buggy at times. It's a great game, a great simulator. It just has its moments where it just throws a fit and goes, I'm not going to work today. Like a certain steam engine that doesn't like pulling goods trains. But yes, we've got the main fleet at Knapford Shed. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you very much. Daniel says, I don't know if you know, but the original author of the Railway series and the creator of Thomas and all his friends, the Reverend Audrey, worked on as a volunteer. Yes, I did know he worked on as a volunteer on the Tallyclin Railway. He was a guard himself. And it is rumoured, potentially 100% true, that the story of Peter Sam and the Refreshment Lady is based on something Audrey did himself, where he left the Refreshment Lady behind. So, oops.
Yeah, wasn't was it like Audrey's friend also? Was he at the because I knew his like friend. Was it Teddy Bolton?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
But I have been to the Tallyclin Railway, and I have seen the Audrey study and everything like that. So yes, but cool new little feature. Thank you to Thank you, Waffle King. Yes, thank you to the Welsh engineer over on Ivor Works, Engineering Works. Do not be moved board signs, as well as headboards. Teddy Boston, Alex. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
You're thinking of Teddy Boston.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yes. So, but yeah, I've now got do not move signs on my engines, so I can set it up. I need to change Mr. Murdoch. Search filter Murdoch. Boop. Because, if I'm correct, no, that is still the old one. I have the new Mr. Murdoch by Mainland Studios. Or Mainland Marvelous Works, so delete that one and input that one. TVS logo Murdoch. There we go. So this is, like I said, this is the main Knapford fleet, and the way I run my trains, let me show you something real quick. Load up OSB. Capture display. No. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Window capture. Google.
Lester the Black 5 says hello. And Cameron Cousin says happy birthday, Ben.
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. Why isn't... Sorry guys, I'm just sorting out something with the stream, so give me 1 second. There we go. So, I don't know how well you're going to be able to read this, but then again, maybe I don't want you to read it. Just to be a dick. So yeah, this here is a list of all my Sodor characters.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Candence. Yes, Black 5, Lester. It is my birthday today. So, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Yes, as I was saying, this is a list of all of my engines I have available to use in the game. There is actually a link to it in my Discord server. I did see that message to Henry, the Green Engine Production, so thank you for saying. I was halfway through and reading it, but yes, hello, and thank you for watching my content. Yes, anyway, so the way I've got this spreadsheet set up is I've got the characters' names on this side, their real-life production model, so like on RWS sort of, so you've got River Ert, Cyril, Perkins, Northern Rock, River Mike for the Arsdale engines. Right, Daniel, what have you said? I guess we'll probably signal the train to start too early and accidentally left the passage by. Yeah, that happens. I've had it where I've blown off and then I've blown the whistle to say, yeah, off you go, as they're actually still trying to get people onto the train. But mistakes happen. That's how we learn. So, anyway, so yeah, like I said, I've got all their C1, V3, Metropolitan Victors Class 28. So every engine on this list has their real life class assigned to it. I did also have a list for every character's birthday, but but that got a bit confusing, so I kind of left that one out. Candence, I said earlier, I spent the day at the Statfold Barn Railway as a guard and station master, so yes, that was fun. Anyway, next type, engine type. This is in the middle here, as you can see, steam, diesel, crane. So this is what powers them. So I've got the fat controller, person, food.
So should you try to make like the list a little bit bigger, because it looks pretty like tiny on the live stream?
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Because it's like a little bit like in like you can't read it. You can like faintly read it.
Right, I'm just gonna drop that down a bit because I want to show all like the jobs and everything. But why is that?
Well, we got a question from Lester the Black 5.
When was the last time you watched an actual episode of Thomas? Recently, actually. A couple of weeks ago. I like to put them on DVD when I'm not doing anything, like, or maybe cleaning the house. So, I'll have them on in the background. Daniel says, I do like your Thomas and Friends CGI work. I would say it's better than how Mattel is taking the franchise. Well, Daniel Gomez, it's mainly through trainz, so yeah, it could be classed as CGI, but I don't know.
And no, I think the appropriate would be machinima, because that's what like most like YouTube.
The thing is, machinima was a YouTube network. It wasn't. I know everyone calls machinima a style of video now, like Red versus Blue or any of the like the Halo stuff. That's what got called machinimas. But I would say, yeah, CGI is probably an accurate.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Waffle. Like, this is actually a public spreadsheet, so there is a link to it for people to see. Hello, James55. So no one can edit this, but if you are in my Discord, there is a link to this file, so you can have a play about with it and have a look and see what it is. I've just made it a bit bigger so everyone on the stream can see what I'm talking about. So like I said, on the left you've got the name of all the locos. On the right you have all their real life. So like Top Hat is just Tug. Trevor is William Foster co-engine 8-ton traction engine. Bill and Ben, Alfred and Judy. Timothy is a Bell oil tank. Bell standard black 5MT. Oh, she's at the China Clay. Wait, Farquhar. I forgot to put her in. Okay. Anyway, so like I said, engine type. So that is all their main fuel source. So we've got oil, steam, petrol, diesel, crane, food for human, and all that lot. James, you can of course ask a question in the chat. I will get around to it shortly. You then have their gender. So I know if they're male or female. Yes, I do have the Shadow Workshop Fergus. He is in Fergus. There we are.
I mean, yeah. Also, I got a question.
Go on, mate.
Okay, it's like, when is like your series like set? That's the question. Like, what year is it? Like 60s, 70s, 80s, 50s? Shall we take like an example? The NATO NATO video, like.
Oh, the military duty.
Yeah, like when does that take place?
It's, as I call it, up in the air. Anything really after the Great Discovery. So in 99 as well, you also see a Voyager class, so you could say it's modern day. So it's a bit sort of thing. I don't really have a set timeline for when my series takes place, if that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we also have. Why does that say Gordon?
I don't know.
Okay. I must have done that by accident myself the other day.
That's supposed to be like their locations.
Yes. So yeah, next up is locations. So this is where they're going to be based. We've got airfields for Harold, Arsdale, Barrow Tramway, Barrow to Vickstown for unnamed DMUs, the Beach Line, Brenham Docks, Carr, Cement Works, China Clay, Farquhar. So every single line that I have written down, I have. So if we go back over to trains quickly. So Vickstown Shed, for example. So if I jump over to Vickstown, so we are now at Vickstown, and yep, the shed does it as well. It's something about that one particular asset that just goes, I'm going to play up and not be a good boy, which gets really, really annoying. So trainz 19 is awkward. James 55, I'm not going to talk about that on the stream. I will look into it though. So yeah, let me just sort the doors out, because I had done a screenshot over on my server the other day. Anyway, so yes, as you can see with Vickstown Shed, you've got, right, let's clear off, clear Vickstown Shed. Well, they've all got drop down menus as well, so I can set different parameters, like organize it by Steam and like alphabet, or just get rid of all the diesels. Shoulders. So yeah, really good setup on this document. So if we look at the Steam, I forgot to put Dustin in. Oh well. We've got Ryan here in his own little shed. He is our station pilot. We have Tornado, who has been bought by the Sodor Gresley Society. Well, not bought, but he's on like a permanent loan with an agreement that he would go back onto the main line every now and then. Neville, the Q1. Flying Scotsman with the same agreement as Tornado. 2 new engines who will be showing up shortly. I won't go into who they are, but if you can see, there is Norman, the the Southern Rail N-Class, and Pike, the 4MT. And we have a Southern Rail coloured Rebecca. Thanks to my friend over on the Discord server for reskinning this for me, because I can't reskin. Save my life. But yeah, that will be Rebecca showing up in a proper livery. And then if we head over to the diesel depot, we have 99, Bear, Dennis, Patrick, and I'm thinking about it, but I might use Frankie as a shunting diesel. Because why not? Because I think Frankie's got potential, just not very well used in that special.
Yeah, wasn't she just like antagonist? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who like enslaves Thomas.
Yeah, the special kind of did her a bit foul, so I'm gonna see if I can do something a bit different with her.
Yeah. So what about like Hurricane?
The Decapod.
Yeah.
I have no current plans for him. I never liked that design. Lester says, I actually like Rebecca with the green livery instead of yellow. It makes more sense, and I don't like Rebecca, so one thing that's different about Rebecca makes her better. Yep, as I never really saw it in the CGI era, I have nothing to go off.
Yeah, me neither.
So I don't really know how she was. So I've been told there's a newer version of Rebecca on. Just having a look at the website now. No, there is not that I can see. There's a new Murdoch which I've changed over to. Unless you're talking about Frankie. Which in that case, fair enough. But I did recently download Frankie, so I've probably got the newest version. I know there's a new version of Lady and stuff out. But I don't know yet. So yeah, this is going to be the Diesel depot here. So if I ever get any more Diesel characters, this is where they're going to stay over, and like this is going to be the main Diesel shed for the main line. So yeah, and then finally you've got the job list. So let's just select all on here. Sort that road A is to D. So you've got Auto Train for Oliver, Banker Shunter mixed for Stanley, Car Ferry for Hubert the Ferry, Hector the Coal Hopper, Boulder Destroy. Like I said, this is just a list of characters I have access to. Doesn't necessarily mean they're actually going to appear in the series. It depends on if I can think up of a story for them to show up in. So we've got Marion at the China Clay Pits with Dig. And then for our express trains, we've got Gordon, Spencer, Langston, who has shown up. So I've now got to think of a story up for him. He's over on the Little Western as like a branch line express train. Lester, I don't tend to pick years for when things to happen. However, I am writing, or need to write actually, like a documentary series on my version of Sodor. So
yeah,
I did episode
Railway,
1.
right?
Yeah, I did episode 1.
Nice.
I need to just write a script for episode 2. So maybe I'll do that, and that's probably where a lot of my timeline will come into it. Anyway, I've also got Flying Scotsman and Tornado, because if I go over to Google again, and
I'm not going to lie, right now I'm kind of glad that I don't have my other headset mic on, because with that one you could practically hear everything.
oh dear. Who's joined this chat?
It's well,
Oh, hello, Scottish.
Hey.
and also we have 11 people watching us now.
Hey. So, the reason I made this list of characters and jobs and everything is, one, it needs repair. So, thankfully, all the screen on the very, very far right, everything's working. Next to that, then, appears in the show. So, this is all the characters that have yet to appear or have already appeared in the show. So I've got a lot, if you look at it, I've got a lot of engines on Just Goods and Mixed Traffic. So, and we've got some visiting engines and the Arsdale and the Castle. So that's going to be interesting. But yes, I've got a mainline timetable. So let's just have a look at OSB, see how that looks on there. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, the timetable. So, view, zoom, 150. Just going to draw this in a bit. Ah, perfect. So, the way the timetable works, back over to trains. So I've got 2 screens on the go, so I'm just jumping about all over the place.
That's alright.
If we go to Knapford, and I will set up a demonstration for you all. So here we have Knapford Station, and as you can see, I've got departure time in column B, time sets in C, D, E, F, all the way up to Q. Okay, NT means night train, so this leaves at 2200 hours, so 10 o'clock at night from Knapford platform 3. So here's an example of what I would call a express train. Obviously Gordon, and then I'm using all of Welsh Engineers rolling stock because it is just that good. So take off the do not move board. I need to play with the config on that one. I have access to season 1 coaches, season 2 coaches, season 3 coaches, season 6 coaches, even a season 8 buffet car, the tan coaches with the bogey tans, with and without faces. I do also have the Annie and Clarabelle versions, but I'm not interested in those. What else have I got? I've got the where is it? There we go. Special coach.
The private wagons or the
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not going to fight you over this, but I have MG's rolling stock pack, and I think it's awesome because, like, a couple times now I've added a maximum amount of passengers in, and then just let Gordon loose. Just speed.
Yeah, I think what's great as well, especially I've also got his auto coaches as well, so they will be showing up.
Those are honestly kind of nice. I like Wild Northwesters auto coaches a lot more.
Yeah,
because they have a TV series vibe to them.
And his BR Mark 1 BSO and TSO sets.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've also got there they are. The red branch line and the tan branch line. I think that's everything. Yep.
I almost forgot I have the suburban coaches as well, like both tan and red.
Hello, Daniel.
Nice, I'm not going on.
I think what's brilliant as well is because the way he's done it, you've got the different liveries. So I've got like Bluebell Blue,
BR Green,
BR Custard, Southern Railway Green, the Limited, which is like a blue BR Blue, Wild Nor'Wester. Tommy's
nice
Season's
too.
Greetings, which is definitely interesting. And then the Season 3 Green and even Knapford Express as well.
Yeah, from the Wooden Railway range. I actually kind of wish I had more of the Wooden Railway range.
And then on his tan coaches, we've got the LB SC Brown, SR Bullied.
Holy, that is nice.
Oh, the blue one looks pretty good.
I do like that one. I'm going to butcher this, but the Malachite Green.
No, it's Malachite.
Malachite, yeah, I'm dyslexic, I can't talk.
Yeah, it's okay.
The Season 1 Tan. The Season 5 Brown.
I don't... is that...
That's like the later Annie and Clarabelle where they had like the red buffers and...
Yeah, was it doing... What was that? Sir Topham's Holiday? It was...
Yeah. And then even Toby's Museum Coach.
Ooh.
So
I'm actually planning on trying to get my hands on.
Unfortunately, the red does not have.
Walkman.
Yeah,
it doesn't have any livery.
And the only liveries on the tan are tan or brown. But if you go to the BR, I love this about the BR. You've got the BR Blood and Custard, Blue Grey,
Ooh, the
Chocolate and Cream, maroon, SR green. I am reading the chat, guys. I just haven't had a chance to reply, so don't worry about that one. West Highland Line. And then
Oh, I want to go there so
RWS
badly.
Dolby. The Royal Train RWS Dolby. RWS Edwards Brown. RWS
Yeah.
Edwards The Limited. Kenny's Wild Nor'Wester. Spong Brown. Right. And then, just to top it off, you've got TVS Season 1 green and... Season 2 green and white. Season 3... Oh, Season 2 red and white. Season 3 green and cream. Season 3 red and cream. Season 5 maroon. So that's like the Boxford coach. Season 6 green and cream. Season 6 red and cream. Now, for all those of you who are wondering, these are specifically at the moment in his Patreon tier 4. I was tier 4 for a short time. Unfortunately, I've had to drop out, but I will be going back into it. Anyway, these will be eventually released. Everything is on his Patreon will eventually be released, but that's up to him when he does that. So, but it gets even better. Destination boards.
Ooh.
So you got the Puntins Express on one side, and then on the other. Oh, it just says the Puntins Express. Never mind. And then you've got the Fife Coast Express, Glasgow St Andrews, Fife Coast Express.
Nice.
And then that comes in every single different colour. Crimson and maroon. You've got the Aberdeen, the Broadsman, the Capitals Limited. So you got the name of the express on one side and the stations it stops at on the other.
Ah, King's Cross, nice.
Day Continental, Liverpool Harwich. There's 167 different boards.
Oh God!
Bloody
Right.
hell!
Look, the Elizabethan, East Express, Fairmaid, Fenham, Flying Scotsman. Yeah, so I could put the Flying Scotsman on the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah, you could.
Right.
And it'd be so appropriate
Heart
too.
and Midlothian, the Hook Continental, the Norfolkman, the Norseman, the North Irishman, the Northumbrian, the Scandinavian, the Scarborough Flyer, the Talesman, the Thames Clyde Express, the Caledonian, which even comes in a cream.
Perfect for Donald and Douglas.
Yeah. The Comet, the Devonian, the Emerald Isle Express, the Granite City, the Irishman, the Irish Mail. Right. The Lancastrian, the Manchurian, the Manmaxman, the Master Cutler, the Midlander, the Midday Scot, the Palatine, the Red Rose, which is actually that picture behind me is a rebuilt Royal Scot on the Red Rose Express through Tamworth. That was hanging in my granddad's living room for years. The Robin Hood, the Royal Scot, the St Mungo, the Ulster Express, the Waverley, the Welshman, the White Rose, and then we got the Pines Express, the RTC Rail Tour Special, the SLS Rail Tour Special, Stevenson Locomotive Society. Where's the other one? The RTCS Member Society Special. So these are obviously in preservation now. And then we've got some. So all the M1s are Midland. So let's see. We get East Coast, Midland, MSRW. Don't know. Special. Southern Railway now, so we're into the Southern Railway. We've got the Atlantic Coast, the Man of Kent, the Night Ferry, the Royal Wessex, Union Castle Express. We've got the Cambrian Coast, so we're into the Western region now. Carmarthen Bay, Cheltenham, Cornish Riviera, Pembroke Coast, the Bristolian, Capitals United Express, the Cathedrals Express, the Cornishman, the other Devonian, the Intercity, Paddington, Birmingham, Wolverhampton. My mouth's going dry here. The Mayflower, the Merchant Venturer, the Red Dragon, the Royal Duchy, the Torbay Express, and then we're into the RWS. So we got the Limited boards, the Sudrian, and the Wild Nor'Wester boards. So this is the Sudrian: Tidmouth, Crovengate, Barrows, and Pancras. The Sudrian, but it does not stop there, ladies and gentlemen, because he is a absolute legend. He's even put brake lights on. Right?
That is awesome.
In both positions and on the other side. So this is the front end of the coach. There will also be some for this end. So let's just put it in to show you that I'm not lying. Bada ding. Right. So then I can actually go into the config file and put the do not move board on his coaches. Yeah, that's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it gets even better when it gets to the brake coach. Obviously, you can see at the end of the coach, there's no boards, right? So we've got the lamps, but if we go to, and again, all the liveries are the same. If we go to coach boards, we have the British Railway coach boards, which do actually say BR. We've got Northwestern coach boards that say NW. And then
Railway, yeah.
we have the Limited.
That is beautiful. Holy cow.
And the Sudrian.
Wow.
And
I am legitimately
the Wild
very
Nor'Wester.
I kind of like that one.
impressed with all of this.
He is absolutely amazing, and from what I understand, there's going to be more for the coach, for the BR coaches, because at the moment all he's got is the Tourist Open, TSO, and the Tourist Standard Open, and the Brake Standard Open. Okay, and yes,
Yeah.
these are all.
Wait, you can have passengers.
Passenger loadable.
Well, I thought that was just an exclusive thing that NG did, but nope, you can do it too with these models.
No, all of NG's stock is fully
Usable chassis. Oh.
Yeah.
so 64 passengers. There you go. And it's not just those stock. These
Fun
are
for the whole
passengers are also available in his standard coaches as well. Look.
I am very, very impressed.
Yes. So anyway,
With all of these models.
so then, while I'm setting up the Express, because I've now got a bit sidetracked, tell me what Express I should do in the comments quickly. You have.
Let's check them.
I'm going to use the BR coaches because I think everyone's impressed with those. So, for me, on Sodor, because of the length, I'm not going to go any more than 4 coaches. Maybe 5, 6.
Do 6.
6 at a push. No, because you get to certain platforms like Tidmouth and they are really short. And plus, the TVS never really went more than that. I've seen Expresses on like mainline tours where they got like 12 coaches. So
maybe the reason why, like in the television series, like the features like smaller trains was maybe due to the budget.
Yeah, it's not just that as well. It was also the length of track they were running on. You got to remember these were G scale.
Well, no, it was
Gauge 1, sorry, and they were in a small
Gauge
studio,
1
so they only had a very short set to run on. So, and yes, you know what? I will fill up all the passengers.
We
got one vote for the Sudrian so far.
Yeah, like.
Come on, give us some names, people.
I'm actually intending on rectifying with my take on Tidmouth, because it's going to have 2 platforms for the branch line and then 2 for the main line.
So
And like, not just in the same space, like, the two branch line tracks, like, you know where the Timoth goods sidings are? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'm eating the buffers out of there and replacing them with a through
Ooh, beg pardon.
platform for the branch line.
I've obviously put the express head codes on. You know what? I'm going to go with the Sudrian. Because we only have the one vote for
Head
this.
codes, right?
We only have the one vote for the Sudrian.
Headboards.
Yep, so obviously got to put the Sudrian headboard on him. Destination boards. All the way down. Ooh, the question is now, do I have crimson, dark green or maroon?
I think you should go with maroon, but that's
I'm
going to
go with
opinion.
green because he's the headboard for... So there we go, we have the Sudrian going from Tidmouth, Crovensgate, Barrows and Pancras. And for livery, we are going to go Season 1, green and cream.
I think that is just so visually appealing.
Yes, and then coach boards, the Sudrian. So, as I was saying, timetable. So, obviously this is a named express for this example, but let's just move Gordon back a bit so he's not covering the crossings. I've put in a couple of bridges for safety reasons as well on my route, so they're going to be in the background because I didn't like the idea of
that's a
passengers
major
crossing.
irk with mine. With
it being the primary terminus, I just didn't like. Anyway, 7 o'clock that express leaves, but also before that, we've got the local.
Ooh.
So, who is on local duty?
I'm just gonna quickly fix a problem with like the screen, so I'll be quickly out of the stream.
Okay.
All right.
So let me just do that.
Let's see who's on local duties at Knapford Shed. We have
There, it's fixed.
Arthur or Emily. You know what? I'm gonna set this up as Henry.
We got a question from Leicester Black 5. Will you use the Mark 1 coaches more often now?
I will probably use a mix because I still like some of the old TVS coaches. It depends on how I'm feeling on the day of recording, what sort of train I want running. But definitely the Season 6 and Season 8 coaches will be going together because... You know what, let's do Season 2 coaches for this one. Yeah, it all depends on how I'm feeling on the day of the recording, to be perfectly honest. Wait, that didn't... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, like I said, I might make a story where I introduce the BR Mark 1s and have probably Gordon be pompous again about them.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but I don't like the TVS Express coaches a whole lot because you can't get to other coaches from them.
Oh,
so
I forgot.
That's already a massive design flaw.
Yeah, well, one second. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I limit how long my trains are due to that particular reason. But once trains decides to play a second, give it a minute, it's just catching up with itself. I forgot to mention the Season 2 and some of the others have under frame details as well to make them look more realistic. But trains has decided to freeze on me, so...
It happens to me on occasion, I don't mind it.
Just give it a minute to catch up, guys, so we'll go back to talking about select all. But yeah, so if I sort this to A to Z...
So it says here about like the Green Express coaches, they are based of Mansell coaches.
Yes.
Yeah. The Mansell coaches are from the Bluebell Railway. The Southern Railway.
Southern
right?
region, yes. Monsell, I think it's pronounced Monsell.
Yeah,
mainly worked
sorry,
on,
but
that's all right. Mainly worked on the southern region, so his a lot of his rolling stock is southern based, which makes things interesting on Sodor because they've got a southern tank engine, and then most of their stock is southern based.
yeah, some break vents, are.
Technically, if you count clearly, because the London Southwestern, it was amalgamated into the southern along with the LBSCR.
But the thing is,
So technically,
Sodor is up in LMS territory.
Rebecca. Yeah.
So why didn't they not use more LMS stock? Obviously, it was down to what models they had available to purchase for Gauge 1 back in the
1984, 83.
Yeah, back in the early 1980s. So it didn't all depend on that. And I think I've killed trainz.
Oh.
I don't think you have.
No, I think I have.
Did it freeze on you?
It has frozen. Who's this?
Generally, just most of the kits, most of like most of the Thomas rolling stock was 10 mile.
Yay!
I just need to zoom out a little bit. But yes, and what we're going to have on Henry is the livery of Season 2.
I was about to say, just get Gordon and make him scream disgraceful at it, and it should work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I'm like shouting at a tiny little computer.
So, anyway,
I'm sorry, but I just suddenly got the image of Gordon playing train.
Well,
would it be like? Would he just have like a gamer headset? Gordon Gaming.
Could you imagine?
Gordon Gaming.
Could you imagine like AEG Gordon, all engines go, just slapping his front wheels on a giant keyboard?
It's like
say that Mattel's probably
like,
watching.
Why do I keep on breaking my keyboard?
Fast goods.
No, behind like the sheds, there's just a bunch of destroyed computers. There's like a pile of them.
Oh god.
Where did I put Peter?
No, like it's just like a.
No wonder.
Then like so Topham has like wondering what the hell like most of the budget's going to.
Gordon.
Yeah.
And it just goes to Gordon getting himself a new computer and then immediately breaking it.
Yeah, they had to just be like wagons of computers.
But yeah, Lester asks who in my headcanon does the fast goods. Peter will be doing mainly fast goods. So if I do go down to goods.
Like, don't get me wrong, like he is a good engine, but I kind of dislike the fact that every time I've used them in trains in New Era, I've only gotten up to 50 miles an hour with them each and every time, even when he's running light.
That's something to do with his trainer engine config. So for the goods, I've got down Boko, D261 from Bold Out, who will be a visiting engine, Frank, the Arsdale engine, Murdoch, Owen from Norrenby, Patrick, Peter, and that's it actually on my goods trains. Everything else is mixed traffic, so people like Barry, Bell, Billy, Charlie, Clark, D199, Dennis, Derek, Donald Douglas, Duke. Well, actually, if we go, so yeah, Bear, Henry, James, Neville, Norman, Pike, Rebecca, Ryan, Andy, who is Peel Godred, and I don't have that at the moment. Barry, Bell, Bertram for the Scarloey, Billy, Charlie, Clark, Colin, D199, Dennis, Derek, Donald Douglas, Duke, Duncan, of course, they're Scarloey, Gator, if he ever shows up, Jeffrey, Hank, visiting, maybe as a joke, the other Jeffrey, Ginty, why do I have two Ginties? I have no idea why I have two Ginties. Lincoln, Lewis, Molly, Peter Sam, Reneus, Rusty, Sean, Shane, Sheffield, Simon, Sir Handel, Scarloey, Stepney, Steve, the Dark Green Engine, Thomas, Toby, the unnamed DMUs, which is, they should just be passenger only, so I don't know why they're there. Wilbert, William, Bert, Rebuilt, Charles Bowen, Eric, Jock, Mike, Neil, Olivia, Rex, Sydney, Sigrid, Sonny, Stephen, and then we're on to passenger trains. So, yeah, most of the fleet for Sodor is mixed goods. Anyway, timetable. So yeah. So at 6:30 in the morning, Henry will head off with the local train. He's stopping at every station along the way, and then at 5:50, coming from Barrow Inverness, will be another express train, and then leaving Vicarstown at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, Knapford leaves off and heads through Tidmouth. Doesn't stop at Tidmouth. Elsbridge stops at platform 2 to swap with Thomas. And this is just like my little headcanon thing. I don't actually ever follow this timetable, so don't take this as gospel for anything that's happening on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I actually need to start working on my own.
Yeah. We then have bugger.
Up your timeline. Timetable.
I've just realised I've completely missed my fiance's break. Oops. And my mother tried to call me. Oh dear.
That is a big rip.
Yes, so... Oops. And my dog has decided to show up. Hello, Maya. Yes, missed a call from my mother 28 minutes ago. I'll call her back later after the stream. Or tomorrow. Oops. Anyway, as I was saying, so they stop at Elsbridge to meet Thomas. Your dog. Let's see if this kills the camera. Oh, you can actually... That's Maya, my dog. One of my 2 huskies. She likes to come and explore and I'm doing my thing. Yeah, so it doesn't stop at Crosby. So if I head over... The reason I didn't have it stop at Tidmouth, the express, is besides Toby's branch line, that again doesn't stop anywhere, because this is Toby's tram line in my universe. It stops at Farber McCall and the Lakeside, right? So there's no reason for the tram line to go and meet the express here at Tidmouth, right?
Yeah, good idea.
So they, like I said, they don't. You know what, I'm just going to go into driver mode to make it look nicer. And I've just been kicked halfway across the map. Yay.
Oh, you got transported to Brendam.
I got transported to Brendam. Hello, my move. Come here, go. Come here. No, okay. Anyway, so as I was saying, yes. So when you look at Tidmouth, it is a very short platform, and there's nothing besides the town really. So the local can do it. The express will just run straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey. And yes, we have the branch line engines sat in their shed because reasons. So it carries on down the line, the express and the local does. And this is where you can see this in speed restrictions, and this is something I will be trying to carry over. Goods trains go off to the right, passenger trains go off. Yeah, passenger trains go straight down. Okay, and I'll explain that when we get to Elsbridge. Gets to Elsbridge, and like I said, the reason I have the coastal train come in because it's right next to the yards.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to stop and.
Wait, and why did Henry, like in season 1, like why did he stop at platform 4 then?
No idea whatsoever.
Corey Schuler Jr. is saying happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, I have replied to that. But anyway, so passenger trains come in through the middle, stop Elsbridge to join Thomas. Carries on down the line. Boop, 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 boop. And then, of course, Thomas goes off. And that is on the timetable. So you got Toby's Tramway, the Farquhar branch, the Wellsworth branch, the Little Western, the Arsdale Railway, the Scarlowry Railway, the Norrenby branch, the Kirk Ronan branch, the Museum Castle line, and the Village branch line. Anyway, but we're talking main line, because that's more interesting.
Yeah.
Carries on through, carries on through, carries on through.
Wait, real quick question.
Yes.
Are you thinking of adding in the Ballyhoo branch line, if that even is a branch line? Because I've seen routes made of it, and at this point, I don't even know if it's an actual one or not. But if it is, are you actually thinking of including it in your iOS?
No.
Okay.
At the moment, I wouldn't know where to put it, to put it simply, so...
A lot of people say that it's like somewhere behind Barrow.
I know, but I'm just going to leave it at the moment,
It's
because
on
Barrow is actually on
Sodor.
the main line, so, on the mainland. But anyway, so here's
Yeah.
Crosby, and I don't know if any of you noticed this, but there is one thing that is not in the TV series. Can anyone spot it? I know, Alex, you might know what it is. Think post.
The mail catches, though.
The TPO ground set.
Huh.
Yeah, I was about to say, yep, I'm still brain dead.
Yeah, so there's actually one on either side of the platform. Oh, beg pardon. And I actually have a working TPO set, which is huge. So, you know what? I'm going to... Oh! I've been talking too much. Beg pardon. So... Search filter.
One thing I decided to add into my route, and this isn't to draw attention away from you, man, but every time that an engine goes into a harbor, I lower the speed down to 15,
Right.
and then just the general station and whatnot, that's 20 miles an hour.
Right.
So, unless Gordon's going through the station, going through the middle line, I don't think he'll be going through stations at like 40 miles an hour.
It depends on where he's based on the line, because like I said, at the top here of Up Express, S is standard, so like 40 mile per hour.
Yeah.
And then ME is the minimum engines you are required to run this timeline. So I've got 4 steam engines and 1 diesel for the Express, and that diesel being Pip and Emma. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate something here with little old Percy.
Oh wait, so Bear isn't on the Express roster.
He can be, depending on if one of the steam engines are out of action or something. That's why he's mixed traffic.
Yeah, true.
So
That, and he pulls limited in the railway series.
yes. So again, I call back to that one. So here we have Percy. He's just paused at the moment with a TPO set. I can change the liveries on these, but the important thing I want to show you is this here at the back. So for those of you that don't know what the TPO is, it was called the Travelling Post Office. And this cage on the back here would drop out, and these hooks would come out and hang little bags of post. And as the train came down the track at a certain speed, this apparatus here, these 2 hooks would fly out and hold parcels, and then this cage here would open up ready to collect parcels, and that is what you're going to see now. So
Yeah,
this is going to get on the move. This little hash checkered board here,
That reminds me of
there should be a light on that warning the crew that the TPO apparatus is in use.
yeah.
So I'm just waiting for Percy's.
Seeing that actually reminds me quite a bit of this post office where I work. It's from 1926, and everything inside is completely authentic to that time period.
Anyway, so now he'll be activating the TPO set. So if we come down the line, and so
Yo!
the 2 bags are
That
out,
is
and the cage is
impressive.
ready.
That is very impressive.
Right, and we'll position ourselves here because the carriage is going to do something in a second.
Oh, it has like a little bit like alarm bells going off.
So, like I said, there's more hooks. So there's 4 packages there, and the cage has come out on the side of the coach. Right, and you can find this on YouTube as well, like the real life train. So as you can see, it'll come into this cage here, and the hook, it'll push it, like pick it off the hook. So, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so it's a little bit glitchy because the bags decided to jump off the coach, off the ground hooks before it was ready. But yeah, that's basically what would happen in real life.
To work.
Yeah.
Neat.
So for these like postal trains for like the TPO, who takes them?
Whichever train is rostered at night for the main line.
Yeah, because I can't see like Percy going like what?
I was just using Percy as an example. So the reason I've put TPO sets on at Kronk and some of the minor stations is if they don't have a branch line connection or if they're not a major city terminus or city station. So places like Kronk where
Suttery.
Yeah. No. Branch lines don't have them. It's just the main line that has them. So if it doesn't have a connection to a branch line, like Crosby here, sorry, or Kronk, or if it isn't a major city, like Crosby or Kronk, they'll have a TPO set. If it's a connection to a branch line, the train will, the mail train will stop to physically pass over things to the branch service. And if it is a major city, it will, like Tidmouth and Knapford, Wellsworth, Marin. Actually, no, wait, there's TPO at Marin. Yeah, Knapford, Tidmouth. Then the train again will stop to hand it over to someone on the platform. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right, okay. So we'll go back into driver mode to make it look nice and pretty. Anyway, so yeah, so no train stops, no express stops, but the local stops at every platform, every station. Okay. So the next one we get to, carrying on down the line, is Wellsworth. Okay. Now, because Wellsworth has the branch line connection, and because of the hill, all trains stop here.
Yeah,
okay.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Including the express, and as you can see, I have it marked as stop for banker. This will be an optional stop for banker, so they still have to stop here because Wellsworth and the link to the port and everything, and they might have like an extra a van on the back or something that needs to come off. But all expresses stop here, and if they think the train is too heavy, they'll ask for a banker, which will then, obviously you've got the line after Wellsworth there, go up the hill. I mean, they should have enough speed if they think they're not heavy enough, but either way. And then they arrive at Marin again, where if they have a banker, they will stop. If they don't have a banker, I know I've put it as a stopping on the service, but they potentially won't stop and they'll just carry on through, which you do see in the end of 99. Okay, so anyway, carry on through. I'm gonna have to be wrapping this up shortly.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm soon gonna go to bed anyway.
Yeah, so over the viaduct. And then, oh come on, where's the next station? Jesus. We've got Gronk, again, doesn't stop.
Bless you.
Do I have it stopping at... Yes, I have it stopping at the next 2 platforms. Because again, everything stops here because it will connect onto an electric line one day.
Yeah,
I think I might
that's
have
one of my big mistakes with that map.
You just haven't gotten around to adding in the Peel Godric branch, have you?
There isn't a good
Oh,
one
no.
at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
stop secure
only
day.
one
And like I
I
said,
don't have is the
the-
Railway Series style one.
but again, with the TPO, this would stop here because it's kind of awkward setting up a TPO on a curve. So, and then
Yeah,
it
and
does-
you would have a risk of derailment.
there's that one. But also, and it does stop at the next station because, well, there's the Sodor Mail Depot.
Please.
So anyway, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have to call that a night.
Okay, I just joined. You leave me already. Okay then.
Oh, sorry, Callum.
It's fine. I was watching stuff from this as
Yeah, anyway, so the stream is going to end. I'll probably stick around in the Discord for a couple more minutes just to have a quick private chat. Thank you all for watching my random, garbled mess of a stream. And good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.